Hey. Thanks for coming to join me. You look beautiful. I'm so happy to meet you. Thank you.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Faith and Fame. Joining me today is actress and director Terri J. Vaughn. If you grew up in the 90s, then she was a staple in your household too. From the Steve Harvey Show to now running her very own show, Terri is the talk of the town. Here to give us a masterclass in all things entertainment, a very special episode of Faith and Fame starts now. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Faith and Fame, where we are bridging the gap between faith and entertainment. I am your host, Brittney, and today we have an incredible guest, but y'all already know the drill. Before I introduce her, I need y'all to lock in with us. Tap that subscribe button and join the family, because it is more than a podcast, it is a movement. Now, without further ado, we have 90s royalty in the building, who's been a staple in Black households for over 2 decades. Now, y'all might remember her as Lavita Alizé Jenkins, but she's now the creator and star of her very own show. Here to give us a masterclass in faith, courage, and resiliency, the legendary Terri J. Vaughn.
How are you?
Hey girl, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
What's
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming to the show. I've been trying to get you for a long time. I told you.
Have you?
A long time. It has been hard to get in touch with you, girl.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta pay hard to get.
I love
I'm kidding.
that. You
I'm kidding.
busy though.
I'm not.
You are busy these days. Before we get started, I want to break the ice a little bit and start with an icebreaker question. If you were mentoring your 25-year-old self entering Hollywood today, what advice would you give her about building a career in entertainment? But before you answer that, take us back. Where were you at 25?
At 25, I was in LA.
You were in LA?
Pursuing acting. I want to say that's about the time I got on this Steve Harvey show.
It was 25?
Yeah.
25? So you had already done Friday?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you go back and tell 25-year-old Terri?
Mostly trust your instincts. Trust yourself.
That's good. I love
we
that.
listen to a lot of outside voices, you know, especially when you're young, because you are looking for guidance and mentorship. But there's nothing like that conversation on the inside.
Yeah.
That's your private conversation with God.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it. I love it. Now, before we get started too, you know, I got to give you your flowers. I told you I've been waiting to have this conversation with you, not as just an actor, because you know we're both actors, and you're doing the directing thing. Everything that I aspire to do, you're doing.
Wow.
You are literally, when we talk about standing on other people's shoulders, you are the shoulders that I stand on.
Oh, wow.
As a Black woman in entertainment. Yeah.
Well, I know I stand on many as well.
Yeah. So. But I mean, just to see even just your endurance and waiting over 20 years to get your own show, like you are just a statement to what perseverance can do. And yeah, we stand on your shoulders, girl. And I hope you know that. Like you doing the doggone thing.
Well, I hope that I am leading in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as you guys can look at me and be inspired for yourselves about what you bring to the table and how you are able to shine. And like I said, mostly I want you to trust yourselves and believe in yourself.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy now. I gave you your flowers.
Flowers taken and received.
Yes.
Okay.
Amen. All right, so let's continue. So we're going to talk about faith in the waiting. So you finally got your own show after over 20 years waiting. I've also been acting now almost 20 years, even though I look 25.
Yes.
But it took me over a decade to even land my first co-star on a network show. And though, you know, I'm doing leading roles, I'm like the Lifetime queen, I'm still waiting on that coveted series regular. So I know what it's like to wait. And so I want to ask you, what in the world and what did it take for you to stay in the running for over 20 years to finally get your own show?
Of course, along the journey in this business, and I'm sure you've probably had these moments as well. I've had several where you just feel like it's enough. I'm done. I can't. I just can't anymore. I can't take another no. I can't take another door closing. I can't take another lie. I can't take another disrespectful treatment. Enough.
Yeah.
But Then there's the inside that still burns.
Yeah.
That still says yes. Keep going. It's still coming.
Yeah.
Keep going. So again, that's why I really preference so much about listening to the inside, just really quieting even our own frustrations, because we do have a lot of thoughts, right, that go through our mind about this is not good, or I'm not good enough, they are right, who am I fooling, I'm kidding myself, all those thoughts. But there's still something inside, right, that you still, there's something there. It's still, nope, I got to keep going because it won't let it die. That's what keeps me going.
Yep.
Conversations like this, like when you talk about what it means to you, to watch me, to, just be inspired, that keeps me going.
Yeah.
I have a 10-year-old daughter, keeps me going. I know how important it is, not just for my own sanity in my own life. I know how important it is for me to keep going. How important it is representation. You have to be able to turn on the screen and see somebody that reflects you, that talks the way you talk.
Come on.
All those things are really important. Also, what's important to me is I want to bring light and joy and laughter. I want to, make you laugh. I believe that's healing. That's my mission. I'm going to heal the world through the stories I tell, the characters I play. For all those reasons, I cannot stop.
I saw another interview you did where you shared, I think you were in the airport and some lady stopped you and was like, you don't know what your show did for me on the Steve Harvey show. And then you were like, thank you. And she said, no, I don't think you understand. Like, my son was sick in the hospital or something like that. It was her brother.
Yeah.
And that's what kept them laughing and forgetting about the pain. Like, to be able to have that type of effect on somebody from your artistry, girl, give me chills.
Yeah.
That's
it gave
powerful.
me chills. And it changed the way I thought about our business from that moment on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's bigger than you.
It's
bigger than
way
us.
bigger. Way bigger.
Yeah.
And so that keeps me motivated. That keeps me fired up. And, and it's a constant reminding of myself of why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Why does God have me here? What is my purpose? Just constantly reminding myself, like, okay, I'm not crazy to stay in this business.
Not at all.
Because it does feel crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to be a little bit crazy.
You got to be a little
You
delusional
have to
be successful in this. And
oh my God,
girl,
yes.
You got to be a little
because
crazy.
who does that?
Who does
who
constant
wakes
rejection?
Who wakes up every day knowing that you're going to get no's and let me go get this
I used
no?
to say, child, please, I eat no for breakfast at this point.
Exactly.
Because the rejection is crazy.
Exactly.
And I tell my students sometimes that you have to be so relentless at your pursuit at this dream, because there's going to come a point in time where, because it's not an overnight success.
No.
Or overnight is the equivalent to what, 10,000 hours or 10 years?
Yes.
But you have to be so relentless at this pursuit that even when the people that you love stop believing, not that they don't support you, but if you're not booking 5-7 years, they might start saying you might want to think about another job. You have to believe in this thing so much that dream has taken on a life of its own, that even when you want to quit, like you said, you have that angst that makes you want to jump out of the bed and go get it, even after the rejection. That's how crazy we got to be with it.
That's how crazy you have to be about it.
And we crazy.
And it's the only thing that makes it okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's so disheartening, all the no's and all the rejection. I can easily see why someone would be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Absolutely.
I'm done. I mean, any sane person would be like, no,
Yeah.
I'll go be a doctor. Like, to me, that's easier than this.
It's true. I remember
I'll go
being
study and be a doctor.
for absolutely. It's probably easy.
That's
easier
what I'm
than
saying.
The rejection. I remember being in LA one time, and I had an opportunity at my first major recurring role, and I just knew I was gonna get it. I went to a workshop with this casting director, and then she called me, and I was like, oh, I'm about to book this.
Yeah.
So I did the audition, and I knew they were going to start filming. I think it was a quick turnaround that Monday or Tuesday. So we're going through the weekend. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, they're supposed to be calling. They ain't called yet. And I literally fell in a deep depression because I never got that call. And it had me thinking like, dang, am I trash?
Yeah.
Like, am I not good enough? But
Yeah.
it's those constant no's. And
Yes.
especially when you get that close, sometimes the being
Yes.
pinned and put on a veil
Yes,
hurts
it's
even
worse.
worse. It's
Yes.
it's worse.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It's very
It
heartbreaking.
is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because then go back to like what I said, like if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, you do all the work, you study, you do all the connections, you do your internship, you do, and then you become a doctor and you make
then
a
it's
living at it.
Yeah. Not
There is
acting.
no guarantee that anything.
No. You can come off of being a series regular on a
Yeah.
hit 90s
Yes,
show.
yes.
And think, like you even said, that I thought, hey, I'm about to get my
Oh,
own
yeah.
show. It's going to come
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
Over 20 years later. And that's why I'm like, what kept you? Because quitting would have been easier.
Yes.
But you kept going, girl. That's
Yeah.
a testimony right there. If
That's-
ain't nothing else, that's a testimony.
That's just listening to yourself, listening to God.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, like, I think about my family, my mom, my sister, they don't get this.
Yeah.
They don't get it. But they've been huge supporters, and when I first moved to LA, like that was my bloodline.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, I need some help with rent this month, and they were there.
Yep.
But it's like
Same.
at some point,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, you're 10 years in, you're 20
Yep.
years in.
Yep. They don't get it though.
Yeah, no.
But how do they feel now? Now seeing the fruit of your labor and your persistence. Now you got your own show. What do they think now?
They're inspired.
Yeah.
They're very proud. It's sweet. I listen to my sister talk about me sometimes, and she's just impressed about my belief and my faith to keep going, and that I live by my words, like what I say. I live by it, how I believe, and how and it takes work to keep believing.
Absolutely, it
and
does.
to lean into your faith. It takes like mental, spiritual, daily work.
Yeah. Has there ever been a time where you were at the brink of quitting? Like you actually wanted to throw the towel in?
Several times.
Yeah.
Several times. It's hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
This ain't no joke. It is the most gratifying feeling to be able to make a living from your artistry.
Yeah.
But this thing ain't no joke. This ain't for the faint.
No, it's not.
not.
It's not for the faint of heart. I always say this business and marriage.
Yeah.
It's not.
You know
for
we're
the
gonna
faint
get
of
to
heart.
that. You know we're gonna get to that. You know I got that here. So how do you discern the difference between a no and a not yet?
If the no, I don't know, rolls off, it's okay. That was supposed to be a no. A not yet is the burn is still like
there.
no.
Yeah.
I gotta keep.
It
I
still
gotta
makes your
keep at
spirit
that.
leap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's talk about Black women taking up space. We often hear people say, take up space. But what does taking up space actually look like? What does that even mean, especially being a Black woman in Hollywood?
To me,
And for you, both in front of and behind the camera.
it's it really is showing up fully confident that you belong. Because I think a lot of times, and I'll just speak for myself, being in a room sometimes and feeling like the oddball out, like there's so much
Even
better
now,
than-
with all you've
no.
accomplished?
I'm saying before.
Yeah. She said,
Yeah,
not now.
no,
Put
I'm
some
over it now.
respect on my name.
Yeah, I'm totally over it. And that could have a lot to do with being over 50 now. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care. It's like, whatever.
Even girl, we can talk about that too. Cause like, what's the tea, sis?
I always
look
say
amazing.
being kind.
Yeah.
I'm dedicated to my spiritual walk. My health is huge for me. The way I take care of myself, the way I make time for myself, what I eat, what I put into my body, what I listen to, my meditation time.
Yes.
All of it matters.
Yes. Taking notes. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it all matters.
Yeah. Do you feel any sense of responsibility in paying it forward to other Black women in the industry? I talked to you about us feeling like we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. Do you feel any sense of responsibility to as you continue to elevate, to pull up your sisters with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it comes in different ways. Sometimes it could be, a lot of times people ask me if they can shadow me when I'm directing. It could be that.
Because I'm going to ask.
And sometimes it's, wanting to give an opportunity for a role for somebody that I might have to fight for because they don't really have the resume.
Yeah.
But mostly to me is being open to saying yes to stuff like this. Saying yes to whether it's interviews or just conversation or, sometimes it's just giving a hug.
Yeah.
Saying hello, just being open and seeing each other.
Yeah.
And I see you. I might not be able to give you a job right now, but I totally see you and honor you and respect you.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Even you saying yes to the show when my producer said, "We got Terri," I said, "You lying. We finally got her."
Yeah,
and I
mean,
was rejoicing.
That goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because it reminds you that you do matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
And you do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as someone who's navigated the industry for decades, how do you feel the industry has shifted from when you first started to now? And where do you see the business of Hollywood going? Because it's in shambles right now.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going. None of us
right,
do.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
The biggest difference now is, of course, all the social media, the platforms and all that. That's totally different and new. We didn't have access to any of that. So that's totally brand new.
Do you
and
think
that's
social media
good
makes it
or
better?
bad.
I was gonna say, yeah.
There's good and bad with it. Definitely can promote yourself more. You can definitely create art and put it out there for people to see, to show people what you can do. But then I feel like it gets oversaturated with people who don't respect the craft, the art.
Yeah.
So that gets oversaturated, and then I think sometimes other things start to matter beyond a craft or a purpose. Like I just feel like art has a purpose, and if the purpose is fame, I think that's something totally different than what art is supposed to feed people.
Yeah.
I, as an artist, my job is like, what can I give? What can I give you? Whether it's some joy or some laughter or some inspiration or some clarity or even a challenge you. Like if I'm not giving you something, then I don't think it's not art.
Yeah. Yeah.
So chasing something for fame, I don't know. What do you show up to give if the objective is fame?
Superficial, which is fleeting. You can be up one day and be canceled the next.
Yeah. So for me, as somebody that totally respects this craft of what we do, I'm like, you can go if you just want to be famous, you can do all kinds of things to be famous. And it's easier.
Right.
Because this road,
not easy. You're right. Yeah, absolutely right. Let's talk about your show, Miss Governor on Netflix, that you not only created, but you are starring, leading the show. How's that been, girl? Just sitting in that. Again, as somebody that I'm still waiting on that coveted series regular. And, you've done all that, but to create something and then to get it picked up and you are leading it, that's gotta be just a feeling you can't describe.
Yeah, it's it's gone through so many different feelings.
Yeah.
From when the moment it happened, which is now, I don't know, a couple of years now. When did we sell that show? Sold it in 23, 24 last year. So, it's still again, so it's like you're overwhelmed with gratitude and thankfulness. And finally, and I knew it. I knew it was
You
going to happen.
knew it, which is why
I
you
knew
waited.
it was going to
Yeah.
happen. Because what was I doing that for all that time? It's because I knew.
Yeah.
That's that burning.
Yeah, that's
I
that
knew.
burning.
So there's no time. I always tell people you can't put a time limit on it. If there's a time limit, then
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like the only way to win is to not stop.
It's to not stop. That's it. That's it. There's a scripture that says the race isn't won by the swift, but by the one that endures. That's all.
Yeah.
That just keeps going. That's what's up.
What's
it been like working with TP? I hear great things about him. He takes care of his actors.
He was super fun. He's always the king of improv, which I love.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of so filming is, of course, we have the pressure of the time because we work fast.
Yeah. Isn't there like 6 cameras set up at once so that y'all only do like 1 or 2 takes?
Yeah. Something like that.
Gotta be on your game.
You have to be on your game.
I love
but
that.
It's fun, you know, because it's also, like I said, a lot of improv happens in the moment, which I really appreciate from him, because it is so many pages and so much dialogue and so much. He's not a stickler of, the words having to be exactly spot on. So it gives the actors room to play, to color, as long as we've done our work.
Yeah.
And we know the characters, we know the scene, we know the relationship and the situation. We can show up and we can have fun.
Yeah.
So that's been incredible. He added so much to the show. Because like you said, it was already created, pitched to him. They loved it. So we went with them. But what he added to the show's dynamic has been a blessing. When we shopped it, it was a show that was based in Atlanta. It was about Atlanta politics. We moved it to Mississippi, which heightened the stakes so much more. That was definitely his idea. So that was beautiful. Some of the characters that he added to the show we didn't have in there, like Basil, who is hilarious and amazing. So those type of
even the name,
even that name, like he did that. So, and even the character that my husband plays.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Jade, she's hilarious. She's always been phenomenal. Hilarious.
Yes, she's been on this roller coaster ride with me before we sold it. Because we shot a proof of concept to be able to pitch it out. And she was in my proof of concept.
Nice.
Yeah, she's hilarious. I love her.
But you know what? That says a lot about you too, because oftentimes, even shooting a proof of concept doesn't guarantee that you're going to be in the main cast. And you kept her.
Right. Oh, yeah. It was a thing.
Yeah, that says a lot about you.
I had to fight for her.
Oh, did you? They wanted to go a different route.
Well, they were auditioning people. They were auditioning people for the mother role too, for Joe Maurice, and they were auditioning. I was like, "What is happening?
So
why are they auditioning people? I want these women."
Well, so what do you do when you fight? Like, what does that look like?
Call the executive producers. Have a conversation with Tyler Perry.
Bargaining.
I really want them.
Yeah.
Like, I understand I can't have everybody because I wanted everybody that was in my proof of concept.
Yeah.
All of them. Incredible.
I bet those were tough conversations for the ones that...
They were very tough conversations. Yeah, they were.
Did it come from the network or from you?
No, from me. The network doesn't owe anybody anything. They don't. And... and to be honest, that was really one of the reasons why I was so adamant about shooting a proof of concept as a way to pitch this show. Because as you said, I've been pitching shows for 20 years and great shows, partnered up with great people, and it just never came to fruition. So this time I was like, I got to do it different. Us being on strike in 2023 was a blessing, though all my jobs went away. All my jobs went away.
Oh my gosh.
That's what sparked, but that was the spark.
That was the spark.
Pick up that show.
Yeah.
Do it yourself.
Gotta be knowing.
So I would have never done that if I was still doing the directing jobs that I had lined up and the acting jobs I had. I was already booked and busy.
Yeah.
So I wasn't paying attention to what was on my shelf.
Right.
So when the strike happened and I pulled it off the shelf and called my writing partner that had been working on it, developing it with me, Nia Palmer is her name. You know, and we were like, well, let's shoot a proof of I was like, let's shoot a proof of concept. If you'll write like 10, 15 pages of something, you know, I'll put it together. I'll get the cast out. So we got this whole thing together. But going back to what we were saying, I was like, I need to shoot this and it has to look crisp, like it can air on TV.
Yep.
Because I need them to see that I can carry this show, that I could be this lead.
Yes.
Because though I've been in this business for over 30 years, nobody was going to give me the leading role in a show. They just weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to show them.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons. And I picked people specifically that I felt would have some weight. And be able to stay a part of the cast. So I had people that were dynamic, well known, popular. And when it came down to it, they were like, the only one we're obligated to keep is you. So they were putting out auditions for all the other roles. I was like, whoa, wait.
Yeah.
Jade is phenomenal as my cousin. I said, did you not see the proof of concept? She killed it.
Right.
Please don't not bring her along with me.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jo Marie. I was like, I want her. Please do not recast her. Please. They were like auditioning people. Jade had to re-audition.
That's wild.
I was like, Jade, come on.
That's
let's
the
do
business,
it then.
though.
I was like, come over here.
Yeah, we're going to work on this thing. Yep.
I'll tape it for you. I'm going to tape the audition for you.
Wow.
So that's, you know, that's how we got to show it for each other.
Wow. I love that. Again, girl, it's a testament to who you are. And I respect that. I love that. Let's shift to directing.
Yeah.
All the things directing. So you've played characters, but also directed many stories. How does God reveal himself to you in the process of storytelling? Whether it's in acting or directing, but how?
I think, again, going back to trusting your instincts, you know, because you first read something and you feel something or you don't feel anything. But if what you're feeling, you just got to trust where it's guiding you, either trusting you like, no, this isn't for you, or trusting, oh, this scene would look great as this and this. And it took me a while to really trust my instincts because, especially when it came to directing, because I always still feel like I'm new. I still feel like I'm new. I've been doing it for about 10 years now. And I still feel like I have so much to learn, but that's everything in life.
Yeah. 10 years in, though. I mean, we're never going to stop learning. Yeah.
Never. Yeah. We never stop learning and growing, or we shouldn't at least. But I used to lean way more heavily on people on my crew to, you know, to guide me. Like, what you think about this? What you think? I used to do that. And not so much anymore.
Not now.
No.
You trust yourself more.
I trust myself. Absolutely. I'm like, oh yeah, I do this.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I do this.
I do this. Yeah.
But what I love about doing this is I could still be collaborative with you. But now it's like really fun because I'm not like dependent on you.
Right.
To give me the right answer.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to hear what you got going on so I can tell you what I got going on. And maybe we just kind of mesh it together.
Meet in the middle, yeah.
Or sometimes it's just like, no, I think that's a great idea, but not for this.
Yeah.
I want to go with this idea.
I love that.
Yeah. So, and it just feels good. It feels good in my skin. It feels good saying it out to you right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just really trust and listen to my insides.
Yeah.
God.
I love that. So I heard that you recently directed an episode on one of my favorite shows, Reasonable Doubt, season 3. Girl, let me tell you something. I love me some Emiyasi Corinaldi. I love her down. The girl can act her face off.
She can.
How was that?
It was incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. Because like you, I'm a super fan of the show. So I'm down with them. So I knew about all, you know, I knew the characters already. Knew them already, was in love with them. I loved Ramala, how she's created these stories, and this black girl
that's real.
oh,
She's real, a real sister.
she's
with
a real, and that's
issues.
when
Yes.
I say
Yes.
that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't like she was this perfect bad woman, a lawyer can
Got it all together.
No, she was so flawed and so messed
layered,
up.
yes.
And she was still a baddie
And still a
dope
baddie,
and
yes.
still incredible at what she does, but she was so flawed. And I love that was
Complex
my favorite
characters,
part. Very
yeah.
complex, very black too.
Yeah.
Like, give me the headscarf, let me wrap that up. Give me some lotion for my knee. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like the regular black girl stuff
I
that we
love
concern
that.
ourselves with. They put it in the storytelling. I was like, yes.
Yes.
And she's an incredible, dope attorney and, killing it.
Yep.
So
boss.
when I finally got it and I had to fight for it.
So tell me about that. Like, what's that process in getting on these shows as a director?
Lord.
I know some people, will get the call, but like, is that the case for you?
So
how did it come about?
I have been trying to get on to direct an episode since season 2.
Okay.
And I thought I was going to be able to do that, but then the strike happened, and once it came back, they had to go with directors that they couldn't bring in any new directors.
Okay.
Well, they wasn't bringing me in.
Yeah.
For that second one. And I was like, dang, because I had got so close because I had had my interview with Ramala and Simpson Street and Larry Wilmore, and it was like I had went through the process and it was great. And, and I got inside word that I was going to get the offer for an episode. And then strike happened, and then I didn't hear from anybody.
Man.
Even when the show came back, I was like, nope, I didn't get the call.
Oh, man.
So when this 3rd season came around and my agent was like, I told him, I was like, can we circle back with Reasonable Doubt? Because I really want to go over there. And I had such a great interview last time. So he reached out and he was like, yeah, the execs really want you over there.
Come on.
So let me set up this meeting. So I set up another meeting with Tamara Gregory and Ramala Muhammad. And again, great. And Anton Cropper, who was also the EP and the executive director over there.
Got you.
So had my interview with them, went fantastic, waiting to get that. And I got a call from Tamara Gregory, who's one of the EPs, and she was like, the network is giving us some pushback, meaning the Hulu executives.
Okay, but for
pushback.
what?
For whatever reason, I don't know.
Because you had the resume at this point.
That's what she kept saying. So, again, and another sister, her and Ramala. So now they're on the inside fighting for me. And I have to go through some more hoops. So I have to have another meeting with the execs of Hulu and 20th Century Fox. So, I have my meeting with them. I just want to clear up any, concerns you guys may have or any trepidations you may have. I've done this. I love it. I love the show. I know I can be an asset, just going through the process. And so they finally said yes. Like I had letters written from people.
Wow.
Like a lot. So I'm fighting for this job.
Like what?
Girl, I can only imagine and have my own thoughts of what the block was.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
Because you got it.
Because I got it.
Nice.
And got the opportunity. And it was the most beautiful experience ever. The crew was amazing.
Yeah.
I felt very supported and taken care of from the executives, from the executive team, including Anton and Tamara and Ramla and all the people on set.
Yeah.
And the actors.
Yeah, I'm talking about Morris Chestnut.
He wasn't in my episode.
Oh. Oh,
he wasn't in my
man.
episode.
I got a chance to work. Remember that co-star I told you? My very first co-star was with him.
Yeah.
Was with Morris.
Very nice guy.
He's an incredible human being.
Incredible. Him and his wife. I love them dearly.
Great people.
But it ended up being one of the favorite episodes of
the one that you directed? Well, of course it was.
Yeah.
What you mean?
So to get that feedback from not just the executives there, but from the higher ups at Hulu.
That means for season 4, they better holla at your girl.
I'm just so thankful that because they were fighting so hard for me as well, that I was able to show up for them.
Did you feel that pressure though going into it? Like even first day on set, did you feel like I gotta prove myself a little bit? Or at that point were you
Of course, of course, yes. I would be lying if I said I did not feel that. But once we got rolling and I just eased into it, I was like, we here.
This what I do.
Watch me work. Play.
Right.
We here to play. We here to get this done.
Yeah.
And I had an amazing time.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
That's
it's
so
such
good.
an incredible cast and such an incredible season.
Yeah.
Wait till you guys
What's
watch
crazy is one of my clients that I coach booked a recurring on season 2.
Okay.
She played the daughter of the lady that killed her husband.
Yeah.
She played the oldest daughter to her.
But, okay. She's the one that committed the murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yep, Jada. That was her.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Yes. When I tell you I love this show, so when your episode airs, I cannot wait.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Ooh,
it is spicy, racy.
Ooh, not spicy.
It's
I
all
like
the
that.
thing.
The show is spicy, period.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be good.
It is.
So good. I hate to do it to you.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it.
Okay.
If you had to choose between acting or directing in this season of your life, which one you going with?
I never choose.
You can't choose.
I do both.
That's what I'm talking about.
I do both.
I'm this and that.
Yep. It's
I'm
that and.
I love that. Yeah. But I love that, like, you can go back to one or the other. Because sometimes people feel pigeonholed. Once you step into this, you can't, but no, you still getting called for both.
It is a blessing. It's just always, when I started directing, it was always that for me.
Yeah.
It was never because I was trying to transition into, it was always an and for me. Because I still love acting so much.
Yeah.
And it still served such a purpose in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like I still owe it to the world to still be an actor.
Yeah.
I do.
And I'd imagine that makes you an even better director because you're an actor's director. Like, you understand our language.
1,000%.
Yeah. Them be the best directors. There's nothing worse than getting on set with a director that has almost like a challenge in verbalizing, articulating what we need. Yeah. But you got it.
Yeah. I love my camaraderie, my connection as a director with my actors and my crew.
I love that.
I love the feeling of it.
I can see the joy on you, even as you talk about it.
I'm like a mama bear.
Oh,
I feel very protective.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And I know what it means. 1,000%.
You know the cost.
Yes. And I've been on the other side of that when a director was terrible.
Yep.
Like terrible. I've been mean directors, like just really mean, harsh. That's no way to operate. I don't even understand how directors like that still work.
I don't understand that either, because you have to understand, you do know that you're affecting your actors and you want them to make you look good too.
So I don't get that, but I don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna save this one for last. We're gonna jump into this love and marriage and balance, because I love that you get to do life and love with your person, but there is this idea of like not dating somebody else in the industry, especially in LA. I remember that being a thing, like being careful of dating another artist, or sometimes some people say you should date another artist because only an artist understands an artist, but then there's also somewhat of a healthy competition that sometimes happens. And so you wear so many hats: actress, producer, wife, mom. What does balance look like for you and your hubby when you live in the same house and I gotta go to work together? Like, can I get a break? What does that look like?
Well, for us specifically right now where we are, It's fun.
Yeah, I love
Like,
that.
he's my friend. He makes me laugh the most out of anybody in my life.
Oh.
He makes me laugh the most.
Yeah.
And laughing is my love language.
Girl, me too. Yes.
Down.
If you can make me laugh, listen. That's me all day.
Yes. So we have a good time. And working with him, it's still I go to work.
Yeah.
And when I'm at work, I'm at work.
Okay.
He's at work.
Yeah.
He goes to work. We have different trailers. We have so you could probably not know we're married.
Yeah.
When we're at work.
Cool.
Unless you come and hang out with us at lunchtime.
Okay.
Then he's usually in my trailer, or I'll go to his sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's when you can say, oh, they're together, they booed
Yeah.
up. But when we're at work and we're working and we're on set,
Yeah.
you wouldn't really know.
Yeah. But I guess the chemistry is real, though. Him playing your love interest and stuff like that. How's that?
That was fun. That was so fun. It makes it easier.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have all these hard conversations about, are you okay with this? And And I guess you still could. It's like, you know, don't be groping me like that in front of all these people. But no, it's definitely, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's so comfortable. It's so fun. Like I said, we don't have to have like those intimacy coordinator conversations. They have to have it because
y'all had practice.
Yeah, but it's just not a thing.
Yeah. Have you ever turned down any role out of respect for your marriage? Because you know sometimes there are roles that's a little inappropriate.
I don't think I've ever been offered anything that really made me uncomfortable specifically for that. I've definitely turned down stuff because I just feel like it didn't speak to me, or I didn't like, you know, it made me feel uncomfortable, or I just didn't believe in it. Yeah. So I've definitely turned stuff down, but I don't think I've turned down anything specifically because I felt like it was going to be disrespectful.
Yeah. How do you feel about him taking on roles like that? Is there, I'm sure conversations are had, but when he has to be intimate with another actress on camera, how do you feel about that?
You know, I don't care. If I'm being honest, I don't care. And that's based on where we are.
Right.
Now, early on in the marriage, there were definitely some conversations that had to be had.
Of course.
I will not lie.
Yeah.
And especially because early in our marriage, he was new to acting. You know, he's a retired NFL player. So acting was new to him. So he was, you know, he didn't, and this is just from my perspective as a woman, he did not know how to navigate, to me, how to create the boundaries of, because, you know, we are artists and we're actors and we're paid to tell stories. Yeah. And so, yes, sometimes those stories require love interest, intimacy, and all the things. Yep. And it's just conversations, right? Yeah. And so I remember early on, there was a project that he was working on. It was an independent project with some other friends of ours. And I just wasn't really privy to the stories, where they were going, until I saw it. And I was like,
excuse me? Right.
Because it was a lot.
Oh.
So we had to have a conversation.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, this requires a conversation with your wife. Not that I would say no, but I also shouldn't show up and see it for the first time with a room full of people.
You should have known about it before it even took place.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So we had those conversations early on. And you know, I guess everybody is different because you have to do what's right for your marriage. And right now where I am, we both know how to operate in those spaces, know the conversations to have. And we're both very comfortable with ourselves and our marriage and our home and he's my teammate. And we know this. So we're good.
Did you have to fight for him on the show as well?
No. So what?
He got that.
What happened? Well, it was a character that Tyler had written, and he had told me about him, told me about the character, and when I read it, I was like, "Oh, TP, I think I know the perfect actor for this." So I sent him his material. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's the guy. I was like, yep, he's on Black Hamptons. He's done this. The thing is, he had worked for Tyler before, too.
I love it.
But he forgot, because it's been years since I worked with Tyler, like years. So he was like, oh, yeah. He was like, he would be perfect. I think he's a perfect pick for that. Can you think we could get him? And I was like, I think we can do that. Let me say.
No, that's right. I love that.
So I was like, that's my husband, Tyler. And he was like, get out. And I was like, yeah.
Did you share it after y'all filmed?
After.
I know that's right.
No, it wasn't after we filmed. It was after he agreed that he was perfect for the part.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I always want to make sure, and that's also our thing. We don't need to do favors for each other. It's like, I wouldn't pick him if I didn't think he was perfect for the part.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mess up my show.
Yeah.
And that is the one thing. I am not messing up the moment.
Yeah.
Trying to do people favors.
Do any of your kids want to get into the business?
Maybe my daughter. Well, my oldest son is in like post. He does music and sound and stuff like that. He actually works over at TPS as well.
Very cool.
And my middle son, he plays basketball. He's all sports. But my daughter, who is 10, she will probably be the one, but she does everything. And if you ask her what she wants to do or be, she'll say, I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to be a director. I'm going to be an ice skater. I'm going to be a tennis player. So she's going to be all these things.
Nice.
So we'll see where she lands.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. She can do all of it. Okay. My last question for now. At this stage in my life, success looks like
peace.
Like peace. I love that. Peace. Like peace.
Yeah.
If you never act another role or direct another project, are you satisfied?
At first I was going to say, yeah, because I love what I've accomplished so more, but there's so much more I want to do.
Yeah.
No, I'm not satisfied yet.
What is something that you haven't done yet that you got to do before?
I have to sell more than one show.
I know that's right.
I have to sell more than one show.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's more in me. It cannot just be this one.
There's so much more in you.
There's more.
I love that. I love that. This is such a joy. Yeah. We're not done yet, though.
Okay.
So I love to end every episode with what we call an elevator sermon, where you just break the fourth wall, and maybe you're talking to the artist that wants to break into entertainment, maybe a woman that feels like she's not being seen or heard, or wants to step out, break out, whatever's on your heart. You know, I don't know what God has laid on your spirit, but give us a word, girl.
Here, right?
Straight to camera. Yep, that's you.
Let me move the mic closer because this is serious business. No. My biggest message to anyone really, but if I'm going to be specific, I'm going to say women, because I feel like we are the ones that question and second guess ourselves the most. I don't feel like men do that as much as women do. And I would say, believe more. If you have a dream, you have a vision, you have a thought that has dropped into your spirit, you don't know where it came from. You don't know why you want to buy that specific house. You don't know why you want to create that certain book. You don't know why, but it is burning and it keeps coming up in your spirit in some kind of way. Believe and trust those instincts, trust those feelings. That is where God is. That's where your blessings are. And that blessing is not just for you. It is beyond you. And if you do not follow through with that vision, that purpose, that burning, not only are you going to miss out on the blessings and what comes from that, but so is the world. We're going to be shortchanged of what that blessing, what that song, what that book, what that movie, we're going to not get it if you don't do it. So just believe. And I know it may sound like, oh, it's never going to happen. Oh, I don't have that money. Oh, I don't know that person. Just still even believe in the midst of all that. Keep writing it down. Keep talking about it. Keep believing. And when I say talk about it, I mean within, because you don't have to share it all out. Because sometimes the message that you're going to get from the outside is just distractions, because it's not their dream. It hasn't been dropped into them, so they don't even understand it. It was specifically for you. So you just have to trust it and believe in it. That's it.
Amen. Come on with the word.
That's all I got.
By far, and I'm not just saying this. This is my favorite episode so far.
Ah, get out of here,
I'm
girl.
so serious. Because I feel like she understands me. We're artists. You know, you don't get to talk. Artists talk all the time with too many people. So I love this. Thank you so much again for coming. You were a joy.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you,
and of course, that concludes another episode of Faith and Fame. Make sure y'all subscribe, lock in with us, like the video, share it with your family, your friends, everybody. And until next time, we'll see you again.